Day 4 was 580 kilometers from Koes via Marienthal, Ulenoord, Kleinhuis, Dorp Dabes, where I hit the tar back to Windhoek. I was all packed and ready to go at about 6:30. The road from Koes to Marienthal is well used by trucks for the regular auctions that's been held in Koes. With the sun still low and a long shadow, I didn't even notice the corrugations. The world stayed flat, 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 until I saw traffic. Ah, that's why the road will be in a much better condition ahead. Who says this barren land can't be beautiful? Unfortunately, again, the video can't capture all the nice colors. Freshly graded road, white clouds. Ah, that's like riding on ball bearings again. There was again a bit of a different vegetation in specific areas. You can find there's big trees, and then here it's just a few little scrubs and very little for the sheep to eat. I love these cuttings. It's always like a new horizon, a new adventure, a new experience on the other side. And yes, the farmhouse. Marienthal in the distance. A short task section, refueled, restocked, and I was on my way again. Marienthal is right next to the Fish River, and in fact the area is so level that in the old days the town used to flood frequently. They now need to keep the water in the Hartap Dam below 70% to prevent any future floods. A few kilometers on tar on the C20 towards Stamford, I turned left again and I was back on gravel. Welcome to Hoganas. I couldn't find much information about this little settlement, but what I know, there was 2 churches and a police station and a roadblock, but nobody to stop me. After a little while, I just decided to carry on. Due to the heat and the clouds that's frequently in this area, there's a gliding club just north where the gliding pilots do their triangular stints and record-breaking attempts. And the soil was red again. This is probably a better rainbow country. Big trees, and remember, big trees spell something, a family. This is actually not a family, this is a whole city of versamelvoëls. Welcome to Kleinhuis. Here, the Germans built a small little fort. Maybe they were just small little enemies, so nothing big to contend with. As we went north, both vegetation and the area changed. It was getting a little bit more hilly, a little bit more mountainy, quite a lot of more big trees, but I must say, very, very little grass compared to the southern Namibia. And there's a horse on the road verge again. Welcome to Dodabes, 1,500 inhabitants. From here on it'll be a tar effect to Windhoek. As I turned on the tar, there was a beep, beep, beep. This didn't spell good. Flat front tire. Aye. Must be an adventure. The stop was in any case scheduled to pump up the tires to the normal tar pressures. I just had to make a plan now because I'm definitely not going to replace this front tube before I get to Windhoek, which is still 170 kilometers away. Windhoek. We all know Windhoek is the capital of Namibia. It's a very bustling little city. And the woes are not over yet. On the further inspection, the rear tire had a massive crack. 2 smaller ones, and it was not worth going further on these tires. I found a campsite right in town, urbancamp.net. Very reasonable rates, clean ablutions, undercover campsites. What pleasure. Don't drink too much beer.